No, I don't. I don't have any idea what this. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raise your mic.
So this is. I can't believe you guys don't know about this. This is one of the funniest
The
photos.
Vice President of the United States fucked a couch.
So somebody posted on Twitter at one point, like on page 136 of Hillbilly Elegy, JD Vance describes the time that he like improvised a sex toy using his couch and fucked it, and that was his first sexual experience. It was complete bullshit. But the brilliant thing that happened as a result of this is some news outlet put an article out to like fact check it, and the headline was "No, JD Vance did not fuck his couch," but they had to retract the story because due to their fact checking standards, they couldn't actually cite a source to say he had never done it.
Oh man!
So they had to like soften the headline to be like trending Twitter story about JD Vance does not have sufficient evidence or some shit.
Oh my God.
But like what I love about this whole situation is that he is a weird enough guy that the story worked because like if you looked at that guy and said like this dude has fucked a couch,
you're like,
people would be like,
yeah, that tracks.
Sadly, it's also like the most relatable thing about him too. That we're almost human.
You were, and then you killed the
Who
Pope.
among us hasn't, made an awkward sexual mistake in our teenage years?
We just have to live and learn, right?
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
What a way to kick that off.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So
All right,
excited.
I'm ready. We'll just call it there. That was good. Okay, everyone,
we
thanks for
good
giving
on
us
levels?
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for checking us out. That's it. We're good. That's 2 minutes of fury.
Plus the
Hashtag JD Vance.
plus hashtag didn't fuck a couch.
Much.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is the Some Assembly Required podcast. My name is Rory, and you can find me sometimes on Instagram at RatBoyMinis and more frequently on Discord in the Rust Punk and occasionally in Rust We Trust servers. To my far left.
You're not going to go in like a circle?
No, I'm doing it.
Who are you? I am Spooky Andrew. You can find me at Andar Premium on Instagram and Discord. And to my right is...
What's... I gotta hold up my hand. That's me. I'm Jarrid at Caffeinated Miniatures. Anywhere that matters to me, I guess. I don't know.
Find him in the YouTube comment section.
Yeah. Be one of the YouTube comment dickheads. And today we've got special guests.
Woo! James from the Calgary Cabal pre-modern Magic community. Yeah.
There we go.
You can find the community itself on Discord. We have an Instagram page as well, Calgary Cabal, that we're not super active on, but we'll try to get better at that. But yeah, it's primarily on Discord, Calgary Cabal pre-modern.
Mm-hmm.
We'll link it in the description.
And I'm here with one of the other organizers of the community.
I'm Josh. I'm also one of the founding members of Calgary Cabal, Oro Senin on Discord, and trying to be more active on the Calgary Cabal Instagram as well.
Hell yeah.
The story of us all trying to actually use our Instagrams
It's
when
hard
no one
to
wants to use it.
Instagram.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah. That's why Discord's better.
Yeah.
Because everyone
Instagram
does
has
this
just become very lame.
Yeah, there's way less silly memes on Discord, so it's easier to have conversations and create quality content.
The second
It's the right kind of silly memes on Discord.
the second they removed the ability to post any GIF you wanted at Instagram, it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't want to use stickers. It's bullshit.
Well, after that hot take, Spooky,
Yeah.
what have you been working on?
I finished 10 Squig Riders. I finished 5 Night Goblin Warriors. I finished a giant Squig riding Night Goblin. That was fun.
That was a noise that I'm pretty sure
I didn't do it.
I'm breaking Rory's chair.
I didn't do it. Yeah, we finished up the Mordheim Calgary campaign. That was a good time.
Thank God.
Yeah, it was super fun. The last scenario we ran was phenomenal. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Everyone had a good time beating the shit out of each other's heroes and just essentially going till there was no one left on the board.
Oh, dude, it was a slog for me near the end, though. But it was a great time. Handed out prizes, trophies that I made for everybody.
Yeah.
No, it was a great time.
Yeah, we need photo of those trophies so we can post that on the Instagrams.
I can do that. I'll see what I can do.
Because they
for
look
you.
pretty sick because you digitally kit bash those.
Yeah, just grabbed a couple files and then Microsoft 3D Builder is my new favorite friend because you can drag and drop any asset and it'll turn into a 3D file. What else have I been working on? Oh, I kit bashed a little squad for my game last night.
Oh, for your game.
For my game.
For his game.
I guess
Sick.
started doing some closed play testing.
Yeah.
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 That's about it. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Doom. Doom.
What about Oblivion?
No, man, Doom.
Didn't Doom come out like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So how many hours have you played?
10. I haven't like hardcore gamed in a while, so it's good.
And that's like including working during the day.
2 jobs.
Yeah.
And painting minis.
And
looking after your cats.
Damn, son.
And being a part of 3 D&D campaigns. I have time.
Oh my God.
This is why Spooky doesn't sleep
What's that?
and starts yawning 36 minutes into the podcast every time.
I'm just happy that the recording has a timer so we can count.
I was just
We'll
going to say,
fact check
watch
you
it.
on
It's
this.
6 minutes right now. You just watch. When it gets close, I'll just start yawning to make sure you yawn.
And I finished Dune Messiah.
Sick.
Last night,
I
it
still
was
need to get through it.
Pretty good.
Dude.
Pretty good.
I'm looking.
I'm like, went to Audible, was like, boom, Children of Dune, let's go.
Oh, you just jumped to the next one.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a letdown.
Sick. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's not, but it's not like, I don't.
It doesn't hit like Dune and Messiah.
Yeah. And like Messiah, like at that, whatever, like the 55% mark when shit gets like real wild.
Can't wait.
Yeah. That's like an awakening that you don't get in the other books to the same degree, I think.
Ooh. I was going through though, like, because it says Dune series. I clicked on it. There's like 16 books.
Yeah, there's a shitload.
There's like a whole Balerian jihad at the beginning.
I disagree. There are 6.
Yeah, I was going to say that there are a lot of books
it's kind of
out
like
there.
Tolkien with the rings, and
Yeah.
and then Christopher started adding.
Yeah.
Here's the stuff I found in the closet last year.
Yeah.
There's the stuff that was like 36% written. It's good.
It's good. I'll edit it. And then it's perfect. It's exactly the same as my dad.
But that's it for me.
I think there's more like 4 books personally, but we can go with 6. There's definitely not a lot because the returns that you get on reading the later ones is not worth it.
It's the prequel ones that I'm interested in,
Yeah.
where they fight the machines.
Oh, like when they have the war against AI and everything.
Yeah. That one I'm
Wait,
like
isn't
a
that
little
40K?
Yeah. I mean, is it
Warhammer ripped nothing off of Dune.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Warhammer came first. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I know.
This is the sort of shit that people would tear me apart on the YouTubes for because,
Yeah.
you dare to talk about the Warhammers in some sort of negative
Games
light.
Workshop only has original ideas. What are you talking about?
Frank Herbert guy's just fucking ripping off.
He was just
Dark
some
Age
dude in Washington
technology,
State who
Men
was
of Iron,
high on
like-
acid and wrote a book.
Yeah. He totally ripped it off 15 years ahead of time.
Don't even get me started on Tolkien. That guy just stole all the ideas from James Workshop.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he stole all the ideas from World War One.
No, he stole them all from James Workshop.
Yeah.
Right.
Who we fought alongside with in World War One.
Oh, then James
Check
got
your history.
and then James saved his life, and then he took the pocketbook out of his like breast pocket.
Yeah.
that
Totally,
had
yeah.
all the ideas in it.
Yeah.
All 3 books, actually.
yeah. It was like Cliff Noted, so he had to like fill in the blanks a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
Didn't you watch All Quiet on the Eastern Front? It's exactly how it happened.
yeah. I remember that scene where they talked about how God was a metaphor for Tom Bombadil, and
Wait,
then
so like, are you saying that like the church also ripped off the same guy?
I'm not. You can make your own
Yeah,
connections.
100%.
Okay, yeah. Checks out.
We'll let you connect the dots on that one. That's all I've been working on.
Are you sure that's
We'll
it?
come back to me. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's like the running thing in the podcast. It wouldn't be an episode without Rory. I mean, Rory. That
Who
you're
are
Rory.
you?
Who am I?
don't know.
You called me, basically referred to me as James
I
earlier.
did. There's too many J names today,
Look
by
very
the
similar, I
way.
know.
Yeah, both.
We just have
good
inverted
looking.
hair profiles.
Like the slider was pulled one way for
Yeah.
one and the other way for another.
I've got surfer hair on my chin. What have I been working on?
A dope ass Empire army.
Yeah, so I'm like 90% done. I think I have like 2 units that I need to do left. Maybe steal a mortar from you. So I did that cheap plastic dragon as my general with a rider on it with a fuck off big banner.
That thing's like 4 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at least that, I think. It's probably
Banner
like
was this big.
yeah, just like fishing. So a bunch more units for that. And then I've been just like deep diving into painting with oils, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've seen your little sneak peeks here sharing, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks
So
fun.
like I've painted a total of like, I don't know, 7 minis, but it's like each one is like 35 minutes of just pushing paint around. And it's super fun because it's this combination of additive and then reductive. So you can just smear a shitload of paint on, and then with like a shop towel or another brush, just kind of highlight by removing it.
That's cool.
And you can do that over the course of a week. Maybe not in Calgary, but for sure a couple of days without it like tearing or looking weird. So yeah, I've just been like deep diving down that rabbit hole. It's pretty fucking awesome. And then also got, because my wife is the best and she got me an early anniversary gift that I got, the MPK mini little MIDI keyboard. So some random ass, probably shit dungeon synth kind of stuff will be dropping at some point.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Been a hot minute since I did any, so we'll see if I can come up with anything that doesn't hurt people's ears.
You're going to get Ainsley to do like live drumming for when you do a set one day.
Yeah, that'd be some sick.
Have her in like a cloak and she has like a big bass
That's
drum.
exactly what
beside her.
Mortis does.
Like at Mortis,
Yeah.
and the live drummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, and cloaks abound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of go like Tanner style. Fucking
Where people
Matt.
have to take a second take at like what he's wearing exactly.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like Tanner doing his noise show at AdCon because he's got that mask over his face, so he can't have his glasses on. So his giant frame is just like hunched way down over the table, so he can actually see what the hell he's doing. But also, like the little tiny eye slits in the mask are like not spaced right for his head. I'm like, man,
It's
legendary.
a little nightmarish.
Yeah, it's total, but that's super Tanner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that was a little tangent. Mr. O'Dwyer,
That's me.
what have you been working on?
Getting acupuncture for the first time in my life.
Yuck.
It actually helped with the tinnitus, surprisingly. Yeah. Yeah. I've been dealing with like cervical tinnitus for like 2 months. So it's all just like muscle and neck stuff. But it's going away now after having like needles stabbed into my neck. I actually had like some of the best naps during the acupuncture.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like after the first one where I was nervous, the first time I just like laid there and in 20 minutes I was like full on out and I had a huge body twitch, woke up and like realized my mouth was open and everything. It's like, oh fuck, I was like out. And he comes okay, he's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, this is actually great.
I've always wondered, like, how did someone start acupuncture? But they're just like, I'm just going to stab a needle in
I've
you.
been wondering the same thing the entire time. It's like, who figured
Someone
this
just
out over
sewing and
2,000
just
years
stabs
ago?
their thigh and they're like, actually, that felt really good. Let's take this a step further.
And then it falls in like such a weird no man's land of like, this is pseudoscience phooey, but your health insurance will cover it. So it's like,
Yes.
and then like medicine or like Western medicine being like, this does objectively like relieve stress at the very least. It's like, so there is something to this, but because it's not Western, it's not researched, is my take. But my back feels better too, where I had a fender bender muscle injury like years ago. And
So
it's
you're
not,
working
like,
on you
nagging.
right now.
I'm working on me.
I like
That'd be
that.
the way to phrase it.
That's positive.
I'm working on me.
Self-improvement.
I started editing my first video for YouTube, and I forgot how long it takes to do tiny little fucking cuts through a timeline. But the first 5 minutes are edited, which is great. And besides that, I haven't done any mini painting or anything like that because I kind of don't want to. And also I've been house sitting. So all my shit's here, not where I've been house sitting lately. Yeah, besides that, it's also just losing my mind at trade school. And
Shouldn't it be like improving your mind?
No, you got to trade something for it. That's why it's trade school.
Oh, shit.
no, it's the point of trade
That's why they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School.
Yeah. People have usually been asking like what I've been trading in. And like I've said magic cards to some and others I've said like intelligence because I'm trading away my intelligence.
Yeah. To gain wisdom. That's how schools work.
Yeah. I'm getting street
You learn
I'm
not to
trading
do that
book
again.
smarts for street smarts. Because everyone knows the wisdom check is a better check than an intelligence check.
Absolutely. Perception or be damned.
But yeah, besides that, yeah, it's basically just been editing stuff, self-care, and
Planning the next Mordheim campaign.
actually, no, but thank you. You actually jogged. I've been doing Dungeon Fest prep is what I've actually been doing.
Yeah.
And reaching out to people. We now have the Army Painter's going to send us prize sponsorship again.
Did you tell them we're having our festival in July so it would actually get here on time?
Yeah. Guys, we're having this next month. Can you
So,
send it now?
I know they've changed their system because I emailed the same 2 people I did last year and a new guy got back to me who I've never talked to before. And it's like, you need to send me this information. I'm like, oh, this is already off to a flying start. I sent him all the information and he's like, okay, cool. Here's the invoice of what we're going to send you. And you'll have a tracking number from me, but from a different email in probably a week.
Nice.
And he's like, we need at least 3 months ahead of time. Like they were saying that. I'm like, oh, thank God.
I love that.
So we're going to get 7 paint sets.
Sweet.
Oh, shit.
From
Nice.
Army Painter. And then Minotaur Hobbies is a TBD on if he's going to be sending up stuff again, like the paintbrushes and such. He wants to, he just has to check. I reached out I reached out to GW.
Did you?
Yeah. I found the email for their UK. Well, it was the only email I could find for events. And I guess it was to their UK team. I think it went to Warhammer World, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a small like indie thing. Like, we're gonna play Mordheim and Spearhead. Like, do you want to do prize sponsorship? Yay!" And the guy's like, "This sounds cool. But I'm part of the UK team. But I'll forward this over to like the World team, and you should have a response within like a business week."
Whoa.
So we might have GW prize sponsorship. I don't know. We'll see.
I think we should, especially if they listen to the first half of this podcast.
That wasn't recorded.
That wasn't recorded, but also I just threw up in my mouth a bit thinking about having GW sponsorship.
Listen, I'm just.
But what if
I'm
they were
planting
like-
the seed for our pre-modern talk later? Okay, just give it time.
But what if it's someone cool there was like, oh, I know where there's old Mordheim shit that's just in a closet. And then, just trying to figure out hotel stuff's figured out. And now it's just figuring out the promo side of things and actually starting to get the word out for Dungeon Fest. We should have a logo before the end of this month. And then we'll be doing a big old, before the end of May. And then we'll be doing a big old promo blast and then starting to tell people to sling flyers everywhere and go to different cons around the city and in the area and hustle vendors to come be vendors at our event and get more people to come to Dungeon Fest.
Yay.
We need attendance. We need numbers. Which there's still a part of me that's like, we're going to get less people than last year. No. There's still that part in my brain.
See how that could happen.
I know there's no rationale, but it's the anxious event organizer and me being like, no, we're going to get
Pretty
less.
sure Rust Punks had like 80 people.
It was sub 100.
Yeah.
No, Rust Punks. Well, November.
No, we were
November,
just under 100 because I
Yeah.
remember when I was talking to the bands and sending out like a bit of a
Yeah, because I think we broke 100 there.
yeah.
when in November of last year, we were at 180
Yeah.
and we're bordering 300 right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's all positive growth.
it is positive growth. Yeah, that's basically it for me. To my right, Josh, have you just been sucked up in Cabal land or do you actually have time to do your own hobby and fun stuff?
Yeah, I mean, lately I kind of developed a way to do gold foil promos.
Yeah,
So
the
I
stamp
Saw
cards,
that
right?
card. That card looks sick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I want to step up our promo game. I also have commissions for like black bordering cards and I think generally the week before like any event, I'm like trying to find the time to get everything done and put it out there so that there's enough attraction to bring new people in or just make it exciting. So like this long weekend's going to be all crunch for that. I'm actually trying to think if I have had time for anything the last little while. No, it's just been incredibly busy with lots of different stuff and always trying to find time to like focus on Calgary Cabal and like getting even just small events to fire. Like every time there's a new person in the Discord, I'm like, how can I get this person out? And what do they need? Engagement is just super important right now. Like we're a super new league. It's a really niche format. So just keeping the energy up all the time when somebody, when anyone comes along and is like, hey, what is this? Like, I just want to put a lot of like love and energy out there and be like, this is great. Like, this is awesome. And you're going to like this and you're going to like the people to play. You know, how can we get you started?
Question. What is pre-modern?
Yeah, that's actually
That's a great question.
Here,
We'll get there.
We're
We'll
gonna
get
get there.
there.
We gotta finish with Josh and then also James.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I am trying to find time to play Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 6?
No, Street Fighter 3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was playing competitively for a long time. I went to Evo last year.
No way, really?
Yeah. I was
Hell yeah.
I got, I'm in like, was it top 100 out of 1,100 people?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was like a once in a lifetime thing for us to go and compete like on the world stage for that. It was amazing. And then after, I was like, I'll never do this again. I'm too old. I can't compete. Like, nobody cares about this game anyway. But then the more my friends play and the less I play, and then I'll play my friends and, I'll win 2 or 3 matches out of 10. And I'm like, I don't like this. I have to practice and play more. But who has the time and what am I doing it for? Am I having fun? Or am I just trying to like compete? And I don't like being competitive, but I also am growing a league that is
You're not competitive, but you're always one of the top.
I enjoy competitive games.
Players.
I don't have a competitive mindset. I just like, I enjoy the idea of competition.
Yeah, you like the
I
race.
guess. Yeah, I do find fun in it, but I don't feel like I have a competitive spirit.
So who do you mean in Street Fighter?
Necro.
Which was Necro?
Yeah, nobody knows because it's Street Fighter 3 and nobody knows any of those characters. But he's like he's a cool character. He's kind of like Dhalsim and Blanca if they merge together.
Oh.
So he's got like electric powers, but he's super stretchy. He's beautifully animated. He's a weird, cool character. He's actually like a Russian punk that got kidnapped and experimented.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh no, honestly, he's
That's
super
rad.
cool. Like I love everything about him.
Yeah, rad.
That's wild.
Badass.
It's a sick game, and I'm in love with it. I've loved that game since I was like in high school, and we used to play a burnt disc copy of it on Dreamcast.
Nice.
Yeah,
So, do you have a fight stick, or do you hit?
I have several. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Spooky.
Oh,
Make a new
I
fight
think I had
stick friend.
11 at one point, and then
Holy
I was like, I gotta
shit.
like sell some of these off and give them away. And now I have 2 that are like fully custom with custom art, custom buttons and levers and everything.
I did the
And
same thing. I got like RGBs and stuff in mine. Yeah.
That's wild.
Spooky, who do you mean in Street Fighter? Or is that not your poison?
I like Street Fighter. It's not my main game.
What are you,
fight
Tekken boy?
games. I do like Tekken a lot. I actually like Tekken a bit better than Street Fighter.
You fuck with King then?
No, I kind of like Yoshimitsu a lot.
Yoshimitsu is awesome.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat's my main fighting game. Yeah, fight me in it. I don't care.
Mortal Kombat's fun. I like the bone breaking.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
Anything that powered the ESER back in the day is awesome.
I like watching like the sizzle reels they put out of like all the fatalities
Yes.
now. Like they've gone so over the top. It's the most
Some
like
of them are
gruesome.
gross now.
And they'll like X-ray in and watch someone's like skull like cave in.
Yeah.
And then it'll zoom out and like their eyes.
Then they get up and they start pushing again. It's great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Gore can be an art form apparently.
If you just crank it to such a degree.
yeah.
Well, they just leaned into it. It's like, all right, none of this just blood. We're going to just go way over the
Oh yeah,
top.
it's like Looney Tunes shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Itchy and scratchy style.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.
No, exactly. Itchy and scratchy stuff.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
tearing their skin off and then watching their like screaming musculature.
There's like one character that can like freeze their blood and then stab them with their own blood.
No, it's so creative.
And then it'll just cut to Bart and Lisa laughing their asses off on the couch.
Awesome. James, what have you been doing aside from work?
I've been doing a lot of that.
And supporting the PPC.
Of course, yeah. You know me. Yeah, so work, obviously, that's a thing. And then working on my master's. And then outside of that stuff, playing Magic when I can. And I recently got back into playing a lot of music. So I've been playing a ton of guitar, working on some music with a couple other people in the community. So James from the Mordheim League, who I know thanks to a Mordheim game, he plays the drums. And then Steven, who was at Dungeon Fest last year, big Magic player too. So we're working on some blackened death metal with a bit of doom.
Hell
It's
yeah.
wicked.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of rekindled my love of playing music. And yeah, it's we don't have a name yet, so stay tuned.
I like it. I've recently like started getting into black metal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What bands are getting you into
Right
black
now,
metal?
I'm gonna butcher the name. Dodsrit.
Dodsrit. Oh, fantastic.
fucking
They're so
sweet,
good. They're
dude.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Emperor as well. Emperor's
Of
pretty
course.
good.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with them for legends.
That's like everyone's sort of gateway.
Yeah.
Emperor
yeah.
is totally the gateway.
like
Dodsrit was it for me. I like stumbled across them and I was like, oh, these guys fuck.
Yeah, they do
And
fuck
then,
hard.
then I was like, oh wait, Emperor's cool too.
I think it's so cool hearing like how the next generation of people are getting into this. Cause like when I was growing up, like I'm fucking old, I'm 38.
Yeah.
And like, it was like, people, it's like, oh, I just discovered this band Mayhem, or I just discovered this band Emperor.
Yeah.
And like everyone's kind of got the same story. And then when I talk to younger people who are, or like people who are like just getting into the genre, and it's like, this is like a super new band. And then I find out they've been around for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I'm just an old fucking stereotypical metal elitist over here.
If it came out after 1996, it doesn't exist.
Wow, they recorded this with more than one microphone. Fucking sellouts.
Yeah, the elitism in black metal is what I've heard is like the worst part of black metal.
Oh, but it's also like kind of the funniest part of black metal because most people who play the music are
Like the
a lot
nicest
more
people
chill
ever.
than you would imagine. It's just like for some reason the fans are like some of the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. My buddy Blair was telling me like he used to go back in the day, like go in on like MySpace forums for like mayhem and shit and just like blast them and just see the amount of hate he could get in a day.
Oh yeah, that's wicked. Like the trolling of bands was a fucking institution.
Yeah.
This is a tangent, but I think it's fucking hilarious. There's this really underground band called Mysticum, and a long time ago on some forum, I don't remember which one it was, but there was a guy who like got the MSN address for the main dude behind it and like messaged him, and he was like, "Hey dude, I see you play in a band called Mysticum. I'm sure you get this all the time, but like I was looking for the metal band. I'm sure you guys are very popular and make a lot of money and shit, but like I was looking for a metal band with this name. So can you help point me in the right direction?" And there was like this just text exchange where the guy like is clearly losing it. This is brilliant. I love fucking with elitists.
Love it so much.
But aside from that, yeah, playing Magic, pre-modern, and like tabletop mini hobbies, kind of taking a bit of a backseat with those other things. But I am slowly chipping away at some Dark Elves for War Master and painting BFG stuff from time to time because that's my favorite game that Games Workshop has ever made.
And we still need to play BFG
Yeah,
together.
we totally do.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like, it's one of these like dreams I have to kick off a bit of a BFG community because the game is pretty well balanced.
Do it.
Well,
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, you
I
have
gotta get
so
a few
much time,
things out of the
James.
way
Yeah.
first. But yeah, that's probably it.
Quick, like elevator pitch on BFG.
Go.
So like a lot of old, call it defunct Games Workshop games.
Yeah.
One of the big benefits is that it has been frozen in the early 2000s
For sure.
with little bits of community development for quality of life.
Yeah.
So it plays very well. It's played better than it ever has. You don't need a ton of models. All the models are available on the high seas in some format or another.
Yeah.
The game itself is very tactical. And the way I would describe it is more so than most other tabletop games I've played. It is won and lost in your movement phase.
Yeah. Okay.
And like your firing arcs matter. So if you're able to dodge an arc, it's like, oh, wow, you just fucking made 400 points of enemy irrelevant for this turn. And now they're burning their turn to reposition.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that aspect of the game. It really rewards thinking ahead, specifically on things like positioning. And also one of the cool mechanics of the game is orders. So each of your ships can go on orders like all ahead full to move faster, brace for impact to reduce your damage. But like each one comes with a trade-off.
Yeah.
Like you might fire your weapons harder at the expense of not being able to move as much, or you can go faster, but you can't turn. So I find that I really enjoy this aspect of games in general, which we will talk about once we unpack pre-modern.
Yeah, what is pre-modern?
We'll get, but I always enjoy when decisions aren't always all upside,
Yeah.
right? Like you have to make decisions about trade-offs. You have to understand how you're going to break the symmetry of something. Like the game is balanced-ish, as balanced as like a minis game can get.
Yep.
But like, what are you going to do to try and push that balance? I know that if this were an actual elevator pitch, you would be like, dude, this is my floor. And I'd be blocking the door trying
sir,
to.
this
make
is-
sure
sir,
you don't
this is a
leave.
Wendy's.
So that was more than 30 seconds, but
This is a Wendy's.
Sir, this
there
is
we
a
go.
Wendy's.
So
Well-
it's, yeah. So you can see a lot of the ties to something like War Master.
absolutely. Yeah. I've always like vibed with epic scale games too.
Yeah.
Like I like that style of gameplay. Back when I was like, I don't know, fucking 12 years old or whatever. When did BFG come out? 99? I think. I don't know. It came out around the same time as Mordheim.
All those specialty games came out within like 5 years of each other.
I remember I got Mordheim and BFG starter sets for my birthday the year that they came out.
Nice.
That's rad.
And yeah, that's been my shit ever since in the GW space. And I will be getting into the new heresy because that new box is sick.
The Saturn.
The one that got
Saturnine?
leaked.
Yeah. Yeah. Saturnine Terminators and Mark II Marines.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's
Heresy's
pretty
sick.
It is.
It's more of an art project than a game for me, but I love that.
Someone said something to me the other day, and I was like, "Oh, it's clicking now." So, 40K is cool because you have like all those like gnarly characters, but Heresy you just don't have that because you're playing like
40K is not cool, but continue.
Correct.
I'll allow it.
Well, current
You want
edition 40K. Second edition is a vibe.
Oh yeah, no, second edition rips.
Yeah.
Second and third were good, but
Yeah, exactly.
10th edition can
So Heresy.
giant bag of dicks.
So the cool thing about Heresy is that you're just playing millions and millions of just like standard Marines. You don't have to get crazy with it. And I'm like, that's kind of appealing.
I've also only heard relatively good things about the Heresy like competitive scene, which even they, from what I understand, don't have one. It's mostly narrative stuff because they're just recreating events.
Yeah.
And that since everyone's just playing a different version of Space Marines, everyone has the same strats and stats. So everyone's like, well, I'm going to make a choice that's just really fucking fun because I can't gotcha because you have the same shit as me. And
Yeah, like
people
there's variation between the legions,
but like for all intents and
Yeah.
purposes, it's the same armies clashing
yeah,
against
for
each
sure.
other.
Yeah.
And then
And it's
people
also lower model count, isn't it? No.
depends.
That box set, the starter box is huge.
Yeah, it's like 50 models in the starter.
Yeah, because like current 10th edition 40K, basically every army is a horde army.
Yeah, pretty much.
nothing's ever changed for orcs.
You still need more of them.
I've heard I've when I went to AdCon 2 years ago, one of the peeps there, Seb, they went to a Heresy event that they had signed up for. They actually went to the wrong Heresy event. And the organizers were like, "Oh yeah, no, you actually signed up for like the one down the hall, but fuck them, stay with us because ours is cooler."
Nice.
And then Seb played in that and won a medal for like most narrative choices made or something like that. Essentially, it was just like, I don't give a fuck what the objective is.
Yeah.
Here's what narratively makes sense. And like last
Do
year,
you know what legion they were playing?
I'd have to ask Seb. I don't know which one. I think World Eaters, maybe.
I actually love gameplay like that.
Yeah, where they just like the objectives.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not here to like do the competitive thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to do the cool thing.
That's what that's what I heard about the Heresy stuff. And when I went to AdCon in 24, myself, Kiwi, and Liam were just like wandering around in the early day, just checking out stuff that was being set up. And we went into a hall where people were setting up a big Heresy event. And it was a multi-day event. And they had it where they had like on the ground battles set up. So it's like, here's this going on. But then on the other side of the tables, there was a couple that were set up to be fighting inside of Imperial naval ships.
Oh, cool.
So the whole idea was that like different legions had like crashed into the ships and now they were fighting inside them. And depending on how those fights go would affect the ground fights.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like, do you like succeed and take over the ship and crash it into the ground and fuck up the legions down there? So then the next scenario is going to have a knock-on effect and all that. And they were hyping up their stuff so hard.
That's
and
so
like
cool.
Pure mania in their eyes. It's like, oh, you love this game.
Yeah.
You love this. Like, and like,
I've heard from a gameplay point, it's like far less just 10th edition, like, oh, do I wound? It's more like, no, I need to position myself to hit your flank because I hit harder that way.
So the way I would describe the gameplay is it's better 7th edition. 7th edition without all the bullshit.
without all the
Because like
books.
7th edition went to like, I've got 6 fucking rule books to make my army work.
Yeah.
But Heresy it's closer to a specialist game in that way, where it's like 2 books and you're good. So you got like your trader. Or
Does it have the heavy flamer dual flame templates? Because I saw that in 2nd edition Sisters Codex and I fucking howled.
I think they still have templates for
It
Heresy.
does
definitely
use templates.
templates. Yeah.
It does use templates.
So in the Sisters 2nd edition one, it's like if you're running the heavy flamer, you take 2 flame templates and you put them side by side.
Oh, nice.
Because it's
That's
a wider
sick.
arc. And I was like,
But
that's fucking
They
dope.
also had in 2nd edition different flame templates depending on which weapon you use.
Oh, really?
Like the hand flamer was one regular, and then the heavy was fucking enormous.
That's super cool. I like that.
2nd edition sick. Let's play some 2nd edition someday.
I've got enough Gretchen. I could do it.
Bust out my Harlequins. They'd be fucked against a swarm army, but like be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2nd edition Tyranids fucking slapped.
Hell yeah. Absolutely sweet models.
You can then print off a bunch of Julian's minis and just proxy those in.
Yeah, or I would love to find like the old metal gargoyles, because like the gargoyles, second edition gargoyles were so derpy, but they fucking ripped in the game.
Or the OG Carnifex, man. What a boss.
The OG Screamer, like
The Screamer Killer. Fucking
tall,
9 or
it's so
10-year-old
tiny.
James thought
Yeah.
like, oh, this is like this badass fucking alien. Like
totally.
It looks like trash.
when you look at
But,
it
like,
now, you're like, this thing is so stupid. And
Sculpted
yet
from
it's
Play-Doh.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And like Gene Stealers in that game too were just terrors.
they were. Yeah.
Because you could have your 10 Gene Stealers just like run across the table and basically annihilate Space Marines.
Oh God.
Especially like, I think Gene Stealers were peak scary in 3rd edition
Yeah.
when it was no armor saves,
Yeah.
power weapons on everyone. And they were like
Whoa.
12 points a model or some shit. So you'd have these horde armies of Gene Stealers that just like delete your fucking Space Marines.
Just literally a Zerg rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
And
Wow.
then you'd get the Carnifex that could just go in and just basically one shot a tank like in combat. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Horrendous.
Hashtag awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
So, boys, what is Calgary Cabal?
Yeah. What's pre-modern?
Yeah, I think we should start with
Let's start. You want to take this one?
pre-modern. Yeah.
Roll off.
So pre-modern is a community created Magic the Gathering format. It's less than a decade old at this point still. It was created by a European player named Martin Berlin. It's a closed format, so only things can come on and off the ban list, but no new cards will be ever introduced. The sets range from Ice Age and 4th edition to 7th edition and Scourge, so from about 1995 to 2002. 2003?
Yeah, Scourge was.
Yeah, that's when I stopped
Fair.
playing, I think.
Yeah. I think a lot of people stopped playing once the modern border came in and the power creep really started to ramp up with Mirrodin.
Well, and like you get new sets every 2 to 3 months. I mean, that happened
didn't-
later.
yeah.
That happened like 6 years
Yeah.
later, but still it started to happen. And like, as soon as the border changed, everything started getting
Yeah.
a bit downhill.
There was just a shift in the general vibe of
Yeah.
the game.
Which
in
also,
multiple different ways.
yeah, I mean, we can really get into why that is, but we'll wait for a minute.
Yeah, I think like the
Veins
interesting
pulsing.
thing about the period that pre-modern is like carved out in is that it's really when
James showing off his abolish capitalism shirt.
It's amazing.
The rest of us cheering, doing a wave. Anyways, sorry to interrupt you, Josh.
no, not at all. It's really when the game designers started to understand and unlock the potential of the game in terms of synergies, understanding the relationship between like powerful effects with drawbacks, making creatures better than just, like a 2 power, 2 toughness thing that wins you the game in 8 turns. It became mechanically rich and deep, and it had a lot of like cohesive art direction and design and mechanical design from set to set. Like novels would come out with the sets. Like they'd
Yeah.
write
That's cool.
3 books for every like block that came out. And yeah, it was an era when the game was like its biggest ever competitively too, like on the world stage. It was massive. It was like the first and only like real big trading card game, like it still is the biggest ever.
But like watching even those, like I've even seen like clips or recaps of like big moments in competitive Magic, like from that era. Like, what was it? The French player who had the same deck as another guy, and they were going hit for hit against each other, and it literally came down to his like draw if he won or lost the match because they were so evenly balanced. I can't remember people's names for that run.
Oh yeah.
But just like that, or like the Slither brothers that era too? Or,
Oh yeah, those 2 guys that drafted Slivers
yeah,
together.
yeah,
And like
and they
just
broke the
stomped.
game. Yeah. And then everyone tried to do it, but they just did it better than everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. There were like so many iconic moments. Like that's when they had like, and which is part of the format is the World Championships decks, the gold border cards.
Yeah.
Like the World Championships were a big enough thing that like they were printing those players' decks so you could play them yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Like competitively, the game doesn't feel like that at all anymore.
Well, when was the last time that like a major competitive player got their own like special card that everyone like knew and became iconic?
Well, the last iconic one, in my opinion, was like probably Dark Confidant. Like they still do
Dark
that
Confidant
for
or Snapcaster, maybe.
yeah.
One of the two.
I guess Snapcaster would be the most recent one for sure. That was a big deal card. Like, and they still do that for Grand Prix winners, where they get to design their own card. But from what I hear, like they kind of stifled players' abilities to design the cards they like really want. I think a lot of the time, which is kind of sad. But it's still a cool thing. And it is something that came out of the pre-modern era too, when they started doing that, like letting someone design a card. Was Necropotence the first one that was a player design card that was from a GP winner?
No, Necropotence was actually an attempt to fix Lich. One of the OGs of WotC
that's
did
right.
that.
I remember you telling me that story.
I think the first one that got printed, I want to say, is Avalanche Riders, but the first one that got designed was Sylvan Safekeeper, even though it didn't show up till years later.
Oh, cool. Avalanche Riders, yeah, that does make sense.
I think that was the first. Someone's gonna fucking roast me listening to this podcast and be like,
I just keep thinking it's like the Swedish kid who had the spider deck was one of the first ones.
yeah, that's Sylvan Safekeeper.
Is that what that is? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a lexicon on Magic knowledge, honestly. As much as I love this and I'm trying to grow a league, like I got back into this on vibes. So and I just kind of fell in love with pre-modern by accident, just mostly because I love all the like there's so much like insanely good dark fantasy art. Like it's just the Phyrexians of that era. Like any black card ever is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Pre-modern is essentially just Magic up to a point of corporate greed, and then we ignore the rest.
I think it may more or less. It sure feels like that now when we have everything in the last 10 years to compare it to. But I think up to that point, like there was just a real shift in the game where it moved into a new era with 8th edition and Mirrodin and the modern card frame. And it started to upset people. And I think it's like, I mean, there's always the classic problem of people complaining that it was always good then. And then the next thing is where your new nostalgia starts. And then the next thing you hate it, but the last thing was great. And why couldn't it be more like that? And it just continues that way.
I want to build on that a little bit. Cause like, you know, one of the things, and I know I'm very guilty of like talking shit about modern Magic, but like, I don't think there's an incorrect way to engage with the hobby. One of the things that I find about this particular shift in the game is I wouldn't say necessarily it got worse, but it felt very different. Like it's basically a different game now. And I'm not saying that's good or bad. It's more like when it was this game, it was the right game for me. It had a lot of things that I liked.
That's a fair way to say it.
It's like how people still love playing like Hero Hammer era fantasy battles.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, you know, you could engage with the game in pre-modern or like old school, which is only 1993, 1994, which I'm also very into. And it's like each of them, it plays totally different.
And it's all pre-Commander stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely before Commander.
Well before that, yeah.
Yeah, well before.
Just more or less good for prices. There's not a lot of pre-modern cards that like overlap into other formats. So it keeps everything non-reserve list at least decently cheap.
And is it like, are you pro proxies?
Oh yeah, 100%.
500%.
Okay, so like right answer. I don't have to throw you out.
No, like so I want to build on this because like I've been playing the game since like the fucking late 90s.
Yeah.
And I've watched my favorite formats die because of card availability.
Yeah.
Like I used to play Vintage and for people listening, this is going to sound like an insane statement, but when I got into the game, it was cheaper to play Vintage than to try and keep up with Standard because you have one deck and you just kind of roll with that one for literally years.
Yeah.
And now it's like, feels like everything's a rotating format because there's always stuff coming in.
Yeah.
Especially like as a dude who has a life outside of this, it's like, I can't keep up with trying to play competitive. So what like a big feature of the format is since it is closed, like I don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm going to show up and like someone's going to have cards I don't recognize. I need to figure out how to play around them. And then like the accessibility piece, like there's the accessibility piece in more than one way where it's like, first of all, are you in a position to spend the money required to buy the official fucking NFTs that are the game pieces.
Yeah.
And then also like, even when I was trying to keep up a bit more with competitive Magic, like it was frustrating as hell where it's like, cool, I want to build this deck. Okay, well, there's 6 different stores across Calgary that I could go to, and I might have 60% of the deck by doing that. So then I've got to order from 5 other places online because it's like, this is dumb. You know what? Like engage with the hobby how you want. If you vibe with collecting, there's a really cool way to do that. If you just want to play the game, absolutely do that too. So like the cost barrier to enter pre-modern, I mean, if you're in this community, it's 0 because Josh and I have
How many proxy decks do you guys now have?
lots. We like between the two of us, we've got the whole format several times over. And like, you know, that's another thing you don't get in other types of competitive Magic.
Oh yeah, could you imagine trying to build every modern deck? Like it wouldn't even make sense to do because the next big power creep set invalidates
They're all
whatever
obsolete.
$12,000 plus you spent to build all those decks.
So would you say like pre-modern's like the most accessible way to play Magic?
It's one of them.
I think, yeah. And like, I mean, I don't want to, like pre-modern is also not a monolith. Like there are some people who will play pre-modern, but they're very like, they want you to use original printings. That's not us. Like, show up with a Sharpie onto a land if you want.
It sounds very equivalent to like how we've run Mordheim.
Yeah.
Where like when we do how to plays, we have multiple warbands set aside for people who don't have anything but want to try the game, but it's also not maybe like the best representation of tabletop games because of its mechanics and how it functions and how it was like, yeah, if you play this, then the next thing you do is you jump into 10th edition 40K. It's going to be nothing like the same, except you're rolling dice.
Yeah, exactly.
But it goes back to what you said, Josh, where it's like, it's the vibes of the thing where it's like, yeah, we fuck with Mordheim because it's dumb and silly, but it also has a nice level of grim where it's not just like, oh, this is just full sad boy shit. No, it's like dark fantasy level fun grim.
Yeah. It's a game. Ultimately, it's a game. If you're not playing it in a way that you're having fun, and if money is a barrier to that, like that doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel fair. Like I just want everything to be accessible for everyone so they can engage with the hobby in the way they enjoy. You know, if it's like, if you got a proxy, however many thousands of dollars of reserve list cards you'll never have access to build like the deck of your dreams, you're going to have a great time coming out and playing it, you know? But if you're sitting there wishing you could play that deck and playing something cheaper that, you know, costs you $60, you're just not going to have the same experience. You know, that's sometimes your power fantasy is wrapped up in $4,000 worth of Mox diamonds. And, you know, I say go for it. Have fun. It's a game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think that's the same way that we look at like all the games that we play. So Jank and Flank, for instance, is really about a game rather than a product. So I don't really care if someone shows up with fucking twigs and rocks to play a game. That's cool. We're still going to play a game and have
Push things
fun.
around to roll dice.
Yeah.
Just bring like cardboard, just little squares of cardboard. We'll play Jank and
Plastics,
Flank.
like paper standees. I don't care. It's about rolling dice with buds more than anything. It's the game, not the product.
Yeah.
I think at the same time too, like we are making more of an effort to get more cards in the hands of players and people that show up. Like we've spent a lot of our own money, like getting format staples and giving them out as promos, and even like anyone getting into it, they're like, oh, I need a play set of these. I'm like, I have them. I'll sell them to you for what I bought them for before they like spiked up to a dumb number.
Because you guys were buying them all.
Yeah.
Well, we've also been playing that long.
Accidentally bought all the modern Magic cards in
Can't believe
Calgary.
you shorted the Magic market.
But like you guys, I know James, you mentioned that too. Like even pre-moderns, like having a spike, not so much for like the community, well, partly for the community you're building, but you were saying also it's had a spike because of a reaction of fans to the whole like Universes Beyond and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So for anybody listening who isn't like terminally online in the Magic space, like Universes Beyond is where other IPs would get brought into Magic. So
Like Fallout. Or
like they
SpongeBob.
did a
40K.
Fallout set.
Yeah.
They did the Warhammer decks are
Super sick.
very
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I think that's cool because I've been playing Warhammer for fucking 20 something years. Right.
Yeah.
So which, you know, I think those work great as like a standalone thing. Like if you want to play the the universes beyond, or like Magic system skinning whatever IP you think is cool. But like, I mean, like a lot of these are, I don't really know shit about Final Fantasy. Like if I walked into a card shop and there was a Final Fantasy card game, I'd be like,
there is a Final Fantasy card game.
Is there?
There is. There
Okay.
is their
I
own-
didn't even fucking
and
know that.
supposedly it's a really good game.
but like I wouldn't. So there you go. I've been going to card shops since 1999, and I didn't even know this thing existed because I just don't care about the IP. And like the big shift in that took place recently is those cards are now part of like the standard card pool.
Yeah.
Where like if you're going to play Magic, if you want to keep up with the most competitive set, you know, within a year, it's going to be like, there's going to be 1 or 2 sets that take place in like the setting of Magic.
Yeah.
And
That
then
upset a lot of people.
Yeah.
They announced that Universes Beyond sets were going to be
50%
standard legal.
yeah, and it's exactly half of them. So you got like Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, and it's just like
Burger King.
So like,
I know people that sold out of the game completely.
yeah. They
just
when
sold their
announced
whole-
that. Everything. Yeah. They're like, I'm
Whoa.
done. I don't want that.
At least they didn't burn
Yeah.
them.
Instead of just being like, I'm going to play the game I want to play, they just full on walked away.
Yeah.
so like I'm not Magic informed.
You are,
I am-
magic. You are magical.
You are the magic.
Thank you guys.
Especially when we hound you for
No, I
cookies.
guess the only experience I've ever
Such a
had with
little
Magic
boy.
the Gathering was I played a quick game of Dan with
Yeah, because
Rory.
I had Dan on you.
Yeah, it was
so
like,
good.
now I've got you in a corner. You're playing Magic. But
No, because I started explaining it and I could see like this twitch in you. We were like, there's a part of my brain that wants to try this.
yeah.
And then the other
Right.
part was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can't do it because I
we were
can't
in
spend the money.
We were in the downtown Calgary library, and it was like Spooky can't go anywhere, so now you have to play Dan.
yeah, that's right. That's where I
Take this home, play it with Chrissy.
Then Chrissy beat you, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Of course.
of course.
Don't worry. I'll get the rock, paper, scissors decks one day and we can all play that game.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
But where I was going with this is like I'm not up to speed on Magic. I just see like, oh, there's a Final Fantasy set. Oh, there's a SpongeBob set. So like for the longest time, I was like, oh, Magic's just turned into Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got like Hatsune Miku fighting Master Chief, and you're tapping lands
It's
because
fully
of
at that point. It's 100% undeniable
When's the Fortnite
that it's
deck?
Fortnite-fied.
Yeah. So like it's to me it's super interesting to hear like there's actually still a space that's like holding on to the cool dark fantasy themes, because I remember seeing Magic cards when I was growing up and they always seemed like, well, these are edgy, like very cool art, very Braum kind of inspired stuff.
he is
Well,
the
Braum's
artist
like
for a
my-
lot of cards.
Yeah. Yeah. So like seeing that, I always was like, oh, this is cool.
There's a shitload of Braum cards. FYI.
Oh, too.
Yeah. Guys, you don't need to tell me. I'm probably gonna get a deck.
Just get like all blacks and Phyrexians. when
That's
they
like
were
our whole
actually
meta.
cool.
Like everybody here is like a punk or metalhead edge lord who just plays black.
Well, I think it's some goblin. His Instagram story is always like,
Oh, because he's been doing all the goblin proxies.
dopest goblin tokens ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's all I want to do. I just want really cool goblin art and make that a goblin token.
Well, the deck. Oh yeah, the deck you gifted me was a goblin deck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Goblin decks are fun.
Yeah, super fun. I was gonna say you would definitely vibe
Yeah,
with
Like, do you want
Goblin
to just
deck.
smash and grab and be in and out in 5 turns?
Yeah.
That's a goblin
Yeah,
deck.
goblins is mad powerful. There's also black red goblins is like come up a lot. You get to play like Drownu's Crusade, which like makes all your goblins also zombies and black, which means like, it's awesome. You get to run a lot of discard.
So for someone
is how
coming
we
down
get 'em.
so someone coming down to like a Calgary Cabal event and you guys give them a deck and they play and they're like, oh, this is amazing. Like, do you guys have like a support where you can be like, we'll help you build the deck, like kind of like help you source stuff or point you in the right direction?
Oh, absolutely. Like if it's a proxy deck,
Yeah.
I have on more than one occasion been like, oh, you like it? Fucking keep it, man.
That's
Like
cool.
we use a site that you can make proxies very easily.
MTG print?
Make playing cards, NPC.
Okay.
And there's a really good interface
Oh,
for
because
that.
they'll print too, right?
Yeah. So yeah, very often like, and if there are cards that are expensive and we have the originals, whatever, it might be like, hey, I've got extra copies of this. Take these. Here's the ones that you want to get proxied. Like, well, both of us, I would say, are very accommodating to new players.
That's sweet.
Oh yeah.
And are you guys cool with like the cut and paste, like make my own kind of proxy stuff?
Hell yeah.
Okay, sweet.
as long as your cards aren't distinguishable, like if something's obviously thicker, like we don't want to create an unfair advantage.
I'm saying like have a 100%.
Like someone collaged their entire
that's what I mean.
Can read your cards.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Sick.
You know.
Yeah, no, like I'm talking about like 100%. Like every card would be collaged, so they're all
their
the same.
deck is like
I
5
want
inches
someone
thick.
to
I think
Actually,
like
they're oh god, what was the thing Dylan and Dom did? The proxy Palooza.
Yeah.
I have to share this with you. So two of the guys I know in the States, this was last year, probably around the time when you started Cabal. And one of the guys I know in the States, Dom, proxies a bunch of his own cards.
Yeah, he does super sick proxies.
Amazing collages,
Yeah.
like cuts up Nat Geos, does all this. They look amazing.
cool.
They look so good. And then he inspired another one of our buds, Dylan, to do the same. And then they did a thing of like, hey, make your own proxies, send us the files, and we're going to consolidate them all and make sheets.
Oh,
So
sweet.
people could print out all. And people
so
were making
sick.
some fucking why. There was definitely some people who were processing some stuff in their life with their proxies. Like there's one, you probably know which ones I'm thinking of. But they're fucking wild, and the creativity on display was insane.
So that is something that like I think is super cool because I mean, look at my other hobbies. It's like I'm a musician. I love Warhammer, but I like the building and painting more than the playing. And it's like one thing I think is sweet is by decoupling the game from the product, where it's not about having the official product. It's like, hey, do you want to engage with this creatively? Now you have that opportunity. Like you customize your shit in a way that you otherwise can't.
Yeah, totally. Like when around that time, that's when I started getting interested in Magic again, like seeing this Proxy Palooza, because I'm like, oh shit, this is a way that I can legitimately enjoy the game without just like spending my kids' college tuition on cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that speaks to me about the hobbies in particular, aside from the social aspect and getting together with buds. But like being creative and making it my own, that to me is like amplifies my enjoyment that much more, especially like seeing what other people have done. And it's like, that's cool. And I think that's an interesting layer with the Magic stuff, because that's also like part of the deck building process, is because each one's so unique.
And then you're basically making a zine for every single
That's
card.
true. But like even that's like, it's funny. It's like, I know people who get very, like, for lack of a better word, uppity about not so much the per se the thing of proxying itself, but more of like how extreme people get with their creativity with it. And there's like some people who will be like full bore for kit bashing minis and making freaks and being like, that looks nothing like a Space Marine, but we'll run with this. And this is a Space Marine army. But then they do the same thing with their Magic cards, and they're like, get that fucking shit off my table.
That is not a 1/1 goblin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know, the disparity of that, and the
dichotomy.
no, we're so close to the word hypocrisy.
Yeah. There we go.
There, yeah.
High fives, everyone.
Hey, I'm with. But yeah, no, I love that element that, especially that you guys are also championing, of having proxies involved and pushing that. Is there ever going to be a thing at a Cabal event where you might do like, say, like most like player's choice for proxy card or something like that, or what people do creatively?
I think like
There's
for sure potential for that. I personally want to encourage people to like alter more and make their decks like more personal. Like I'm getting more into alters, and the more I am, I'm like, I want to get other people into alters. Because for one, I can put alters I do up, and alters, like I'm trying to get some artists to commission some alters too.
Alters as in like alternates, right?
Prizing, when people, get something unique and it's in their deck and it's like a badge of honor from winning an event or something like that. Like it just encourages people to personalize their decks, and their decks start telling a story within the community. And that really excites me. So
Yeah,
like,
that's sweet.
100%.
So I will shout out one of the players in the community, Evan, who has altered cards. Like he'll modify the art, just like actually just painting right on the card. And he's donated a couple to put up as prizing. So
That's cool.
One of the things that's really cool about the community, like to build on that about like customizing your deck and making it really tell a story. Like every event, we've got a promo card with our logo stamp on it.
Yeah.
And then as things start to advance, you see like people will have more cards in their deck that are like Oh, sweet. You've got
Another Calgary Cabal.
forest. That means you were playing in the, was it March 2025 monthly?
Sick.
And-
We didn't
That's
even
dope.
talk about the logo or the stamp yet at all. I just realized.
and
But yeah, that was,
I gotta like this is all Josh. I gotta give credit where it's due.
So-
He designed the sickest logo.
well, it's not just me. It was, I had the idea and I roughed it up and then I gave it to my wife, who's an artist, and she drew it out exactly like my vision. That's her like thing. She just can execute any idea I have flawlessly. I'm more of I'm a graphic designer by trade, but it's a lot of like, I could do this, but my wife could do it perfectly in under an hour. And I would struggle with it for a whole weekend. And all the little details, like all the little things that matter that I just like wouldn't even think about. She's like, well, you have to do this here and this has to be lined up like this and you can't make it look like that. So yeah, I mean, we pretty much one-shotted a perfect logo after like 2 20-minute conversations, me mocking it up, giving it to my wife and her giving it back to me in under an hour. And I was like, wow, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And then, I don't know. The larger pre-modern community has a lot of love for our logo. Our stamp is kind of a coveted thing now. So like getting stamp cards out to like Europe and the States to other communities and like them really appreciating it has been like a big deal. So
It's a pretty dope logo. I just looked at it.
oh, thank you.
How often are you running events?
So we officially have a monthly.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing we try to do every month, and we're gonna have the Alberta Pre-Modern Championship at Dungeon Fest. That will be our August monthly. But there's all kinds of other meetups too. Like if you go on the Discord, it's pretty active. Usually when, other life things permitting, one of either Josh, Joe, or myself will usually be there, probably all three. And it's just like really chill meet up at something like a pizza place or a brewery.
Sick.
Get some games. And we alternate for the monthlies where we'll hold one at Century and then we'll hold one somewhere else. Like we've been going to Two House Brewing a lot.
Okay,
Which is
nice.
wicked because it's like it helps set the tone of the whole thing where it's like
Very chill.
it's very chill. Like we're here to eat pizza, drink beer, and enjoy a game. So
Yeah.
it's like it's tough to. I feel like it's really tough to be a sweaty try hard when it's like, next to my game is like some pizza. Like let's just have fun, guys.
Yeah, we don't even charge entry fee for those events either. So it's like there's no stakes.
That's awesome.
Just come and have a good time.
Yeah.
Just bragging rights and usually a sick promo.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
place.
That sounds like enough to get sweaty over. Come on.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys can't do a draft with pre-modern. Can you?
They do.
So
It's not cheap.
yeah, like if you're doing it with the official cards, it's really expensive because sealed product from 20 years ago is very hard to come by.
Yeah.
You could do a cube draft with pre-modern, which is for anyone who's not familiar with cube, that's like you assemble just a group of cards, just a huge box of cards that you like that are all fun. And the way that I've heard it described is like every card is like a first pick card. So you could make a pre-modern cube. That would be like, if I hear pre-modern draft, that's what comes to my mind.
Gotcha.
Pre-modern proxy cube
Hell yeah.
draft. Let's
do it up.
Sound scientist.
I will play in that event.
So the homie Eldritch Menagerie, Bryce, the last day of AdCon was just sitting there with like his label printer and just a bunch of random shit and just like collaging cards, just collaging random proxies and just like handing them out to people.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
so
they were
cool.
dope.
So you're gonna have like a proxy station at Dungeon Fest where I have a bunch of Nat Geos and have people cut up their own stuff.
That's a fucking great idea.
I wonder if we could get a bunch of blanks and just have a station where people
Well,
can.
so one of the things that I did as a commercial photographer was photograph playing cards. So like bicycle playing cards, like United States Playing Card Company. So I still have probably 100 decks of cards at home. So like we could just use those cards.
Hell yeah.
That's what I do is like I would be pasting stuff on those cards. And so
And just sleeve them and then you're
just
fine.
sleeve them. Yeah.
yeah.
And that so people can buy Calgary Cabal sleeves and just sleeve whatever they want there, right?
Do you guys have sleeves?
Not yet.
Do you have
I'm
playmats?
forcing the
have-
issue right now. I'm
we're-
pretty
we'll
sure they
have
don't.
them
No,
for
we-
Dungeon
we have-
Fest.
so-
we will.
We've got quite a few, I'd say, ideas in the works because the logo is pretty
fire.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So it would be a waste not to do it. So we've got a few without spoiling too much. We got some stuff. We got some stuff planned.
Nice. Couple irons in the fire.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's some pretty like out there. I mean, yeah, some ideas have been floated where I'm like, that's crazy, but it's also awesome, and we
just might
should
work.
do that.
So
Crazy enough to work.
another question. So I've got a couple buddies that play Magic. I don't know what format they play, but like, what would be my elevator
Probably
pitch?
Command.
Like, you guys are playing it wrong. Come play at Calgary Cabal. Like,
Well, probably don't tell them they're playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
The way
start
you play
there.
your game is stupid.
yeah, and push his
Hey,
deck
have you
over.
guys thought
sure
about
you're
it on
not
this? Like, it's usually how we open.
Yeah.
Or flip the table and say, "Fuck your game, come over here."
See, that's the energy I like. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
We've already
Just like
determined.
Christ in the temple, just flip the tables, whip some people.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no, in all seriousness, like what's the draw for someone that's like, maybe they're in the competitive scene, maybe they're playing Multiverse of Might, whatever it's called.
Like, I think it's easier when people already have a frame around the game of like 1v1 competitive Magic, when they understand that like your 60 card deck plus 15 card sideboard and the rules of 1v1 Magic, it's really easy to like sideline them into pre-modern because there's not a lot more to like understand. It's just like, these are the like, this is the time period of the format. Kind of, it's like more powerful, bordering on broken spells and the worst creatures ever printed, mostly. But it's a great balance. There's a lot more strategy. Like, everything you cast doesn't just like do something on its own. It doesn't even necessarily do something when it hits the battlefield. Like, sometimes like a 3/3 is just everything you need and the hardest thing for your opponent to deal with. And you always are giving your opponent a chance to respond. Like, there's not a lot of like situations where it's like, oh, I win because like this hit the battlefield.
I don't know. Have you played James's Storm deck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Storm's a glass cannon.
Yeah.
Like, there's some decks where I just straight up.
I was
the other thing too. It's just
I was
like,
sweating in that game against you.
sometimes-
but I whiffed by one on my Storm count.
Your
then
last one.
And then
That-
you got
yeah.
in with your aggro.
Yeah, because you had nothing left, and I was
Exactly.
sitting there like shaking with PTSD as like cannon shots are going off all around me, and I'm still staying there. And you're like, "Oh, I guess you win because I ran out of steam." It's like, cool, but no, there's like wild shit like that within pre-modern and weird glass cannons and.
So that is one thing that like we kind of hinted at it before, talking about my love of games like War Master and BFG, where I think there's a major parallel in pre-modern where there's very few like, okay, I play this, the game's over. I just win. And like the Storm deck, like I play Ill-Gotten Gains Storm in pre-modern, and that's like, there is no flex in that deck at all. It is like, you have to use basically these 60 cards. And if you fuck up on turn 2, you're not able to win by turn 5. So I really enjoy that. Like, if you look at a lot of modern Magic designs, it's kind of like you play a card and it's like a 2-cost creature. It's like, well, whenever you discard a card, you get to draw a card. And then also whenever you attack, you put a +1/+1 counter. And it's like, this doesn't make me work for a damn thing.
no, yeah.
This is just like a self-contained I win button. And a lot of pre-modern decks, I think they reward as very satisfying as a player and as a deck builder to be like, I figured out how to get out of this situation. I'm not saying that doesn't exist in modern Magic. There's a lot more things like symmetrical effects where it's like each player discards a card. Each player takes 4 damage. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, that's a new challenge to design around in the way that I'm going to approach this game.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot of difficult decisions to make in like modern MTG in a lot of the formats. You're just playing your best thing on turn 1 and your next best thing on turn 2 and your next best thing on turn 3. Like, you have the removal or you don't, but it's like, it's very obvious what your best thing to do is any given turn. In pre-modern, I misplay constantly. I roll back several turn states and realize things I could have done that could have dramatically changed how the game turned out. And like sideboard decisions aren't always easy. Under like even the complexity within like archetypes and decks, like there can be so much variance in a really established archetype, like even like goblins. You know, you may not necessarily understand that a goblin deck you're playing against is red green or red black, even from game one, depending on how far the game goes before they win or lose, right? Whereas I feel like a lot of like modern archetypes have been, I mean, I can't really speak to standard. I don't know what standard looks like now, but when I look at modern and legacy, you can pretty much look at a deck and know what the 60 cards are.
First land drop, and it's like, oh, okay, they're clearly playing this.
Yeah.
So it seems like pre-modern not only like incentivize engagement with just your cards, but your player as well. Whereas like standard is just much more, you're engaged with your player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And like, I think if I were to, we've already determined I'm really bad at elevator pitches, but like I would say
Set the clock, 4 minutes.
if you love the game, but you don't like spending a bunch of money on the cards,
Okay.
you don't like how often the game gets shaken up,
Yeah.
and you want to be rewarded for creativity,
Yeah.
then pre-modern might be for you.
Fuck, it sounds like I should play Magic.
Yeah, you kept yeah.
Yeah.
And like with the closed
Borrow
card
James's
pool,
Bloomborough decks.
it's not like a new card will come out and then suddenly it's like, oh cool, I'll just build around this and win games because this is the latest in the arms race of power creep. It's like the cards have all been around for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So you feel like an absolute badass when you're like, I'm going to try this card in this deck. And if it works, it's like, that's a very rewarding experience.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, big time. And there's a lot of community engagement too. So sometimes like if you jam something like kind of new in a deck that works and like have a good turnout at a tournament, like people will take note. They'll be like, oh, like that's the guy who ran Cabal Interrogator in Machine Head, and now that's like known as like the cursed scroll of discard or something like that. Like it's just, or even like when I was like playing Crypt Rats. So I was playing Crypt Rats and like people were like, oh yeah, the card's good. Nobody thought to jam it in the deck. And I'm like, it's just like kills elves on the spot, kills goblins on the spot. Like there's all kinds of, it's a brewer's paradise. I don't know how else to say it. It's just,
cool.
there's so many unique and interesting cards that just at face value don't mean much, but like can really, really change how you approach or interpret a deck or a line of play.
So pre-modern in a way is kind of like, say, like a hardcore music scene where it's like everyone's playing with the same pieces, but how those pieces are put together is going to have dramatically different aesthetics for each scene.
Oh yeah.
Like the meta decks for Calgary pre-modern are probably going to be different than what Vancouver's are.
Absolutely.
To what Toronto's are going to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is pretty rad.
So it's not just net list, not just net decking. It's more about creativity.
There's still net decking for sure.
There's plus if you haven't played, you need to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's established lists for sure, and there's it's makes a lot of sense to stick to them. But where they get interesting is like the meta calls, and I think the coolest thing about like following the tournament scene is being like, yeah, this guy knew like there was going to be a ton of Dreadnought at this tournament, so he showed up with like Dominate, and then everyone was like, oh, like, yeah, Dominate is like the best card for like Dreadnought against Dreadnought, stuff like that. Like just cool, interesting meta calls. And then like everyone at a tournament's popping off because it's like nobody ever thought to play this card. And now it's like.
And that's really active on Discord. So like on the pre-modern Storm Discord, it'll be like the guy who literally invented that deck will say, hey, here's the deck I plan to play in the next tournament. And then you're chatting with like the deck designer about, hey, why'd you make this choice? And you really get to like the community engagement's great. I think that's a function of like, it's not huge. There's really not professional pre-modern players the way that you get, people like streaming and grinding on like Magic Online and shit. Yep. And I can't really speak to the online stuff. I don't play it personally, but because the social aspect is so foundational to me. Why the format's so great.
There's also like the physical and tactile part of like cards. Playing with the cards.
Yeah,
in front of someone.
and the fact that there's nothing reminding you how the rules work. So like you get to it's a great challenge. You gotta be very. It's going to sound maybe corny, but like there's something very meditative about it in a way where it's like you have to be very present. You can't, and this goes for all.
It is a mindfulness practice.
Yeah,
right there.
100. Yeah, like, and I mean, this goes for any sort of tabletop game, which is why I don't play video games at all. It's been years since I played any video game.
Yeah.
And I think that part of that like immersion in the thing comes from how I'm engaging physically and being present and being social and watching the narrative unfold of the game. And I think it creates a very memorable experience.
Cool.
Hell yeah. So when's the next meetup?
Next Saturday,
Where?
May the 24th, Two House Brewing at noon.
Be there or be square.
Yeah. Free event. Just show up.
Well,
Probably have 40 plus decks on loan. Every archetype you can think of. Just tell us how you like to play the game and we'll throw something at you and you'll have a good time.
See you
Whatever
coming, Spooky?
barrier to entry you have, tell us and we will remove it.
Truly.
my Mork board game.
No problem.
I won't make it the next one, but the
You
next
don't
one,
like
next
how
one.
we'll solve that one, but we will solve it.
No. Just come
Who
to
are
Two
your
House,
players?
start doing the narrative stuff, and then how they do in the Magic event affects how the rest of the Morkborg session goes.
There we go.
It's pretty good.
There's some DM logic right there.
Yeah, there we go. Are you just afraid to get into another thing that you'll just spiral into?
Well, I mean, it sounds so easy and accessible and fun.
Yeah.
How can I
Well,
say no?
and you're not making the zine right now, so you can make
you have
decks
time.
instead.
Don't use my own time against me like that.
But I will.
I know. Cool.
Yeah, I would say for anyone trying to get into the format, figure out what you like before you start building decks and don't be like me. Yeah, I was like, I'll just build an elf deck. Elves is powerful. It's tier 1. And then I played it and I was like, I don't really like elves, but I just spent $1,200 building it. And I was like, maybe I like zombies. And I was like, I like zombies a lot. Now I need to foil this whole deck out. And then
There we go.
I was like, oh, zombies isn't actually really good. I should build a good deck. And then 40 decks later, I don't even know what my favorite deck is yet. But
But I think that is a real good reason to print cards. Like
Yeah.
even if you're a collector, and you want to have the cards, print out cards to figure out what the hell you want to actually play.
oh yeah, no, I'm just an insane person. I know that.
Hey, you're just amongst other insane people, so
So what's your
no help here.
what's your hope for Dungeon Fest with Cabal?
Okay, so this is, I'll announce it right here. If we hit 50 people, if we hit 50 people signing up, I personally put up a Mox Diamond for the winner.
Can you give
Damn.
context to people who are like
What is a
on the
Mox Diamond?
fringe?
That is
to the
is it
spookies
the
of
most
world.
expensive card in pre-modern? It's up there.
Yeah, no, it is. Yes.
I'm gonna look up the price because
I think it's like $1,000
I'll look up
Canadian for a near mint Mox Diamond.
Let's see if
maybe
Century Box
more.
Cards has one right now.
I don't think so.
I think it's like 800 US. I'm pretty sure it was the last time I saw.
So face to face is currently out of stock at $1,000.
Yeah. Yep.
And that I will put one up from my own collection.
If there's 50
If
players,
there's 50 players or more,
sick.
Oh, I got another question. What is...
No, you can't sign up. You have other stuff to do.
That's not what I was going to ask.
You have other
Jarrid.
you have game things to run.
How do you easily identify pre-modern cards versus like modern cards?
Oh, that is actually a good one.
so that's a great question. The quick answer is the frame of the card is different.
Okay.
Yeah, the border and not just the border, like the border is the outside thing.
Yeah.
But the frame, the art style of the frame will determine it.
Gotcha.
But that's not even the best way to determine it, really. Like a lot of it is you have to understand, like if you go on a site like Scryfall. That Scryfall is like one of the most popular Magic searches. Just go legal and pre-modern.
Okay.
That's the easiest way, because what'll happen is like there's cards that have been reprinted with the new style, and that could be legal as well. And there's a lot of stuff where it's like if you're just getting into it and you want to buy official cards, if that's your decision, like you buy the new one. It's probably cheaper. It's probably more accessible because they've printed a lot more cards recently.
Yeah. Next question. Do you guys have like a how to start pre-modern like zine or PDF or pamphlet? If not, are you guys going to make one?
So no, and I don't really feel like it's necessary for us to do that. When new people hit Discord and they want information, I send them to premodernmtg.com.
Okay.
It is like the most concise website for the best laid out information for pre-modern. It's got all the sets included. It's got the ban list, it's got sample decks, and it's got links to blogs, podcasts, and I think even the Discord link now for the global pre-modern Discord, not our Discord.
But it is linked from the global.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really think it's necessary. It's a great one-stop shop for getting eyes on the format.
So the resources are there. You don't need to make your own.
Yeah.
No, exactly. And like, and building on that, like, I think the way that you get somebody into the format, because I think try to appeal to such a wide variety of people, where it's like people like yourself who are familiar with tabletop gaming, but don't have the experience in Magic. I'm going to engage with you very differently than somebody who's already like an enfranchised Magic player.
Listen, I used to be pretty good at Pokemon. I'm just saying.
I've literally never played the game, so I don't know how similar it is. I'll give an example. I had a new co-op student start this past week who has played Magic and now is getting into pre-modern.
Yeah.
Actually came out to one of the events last Friday, I think, at Phoenix.
Phoenix last Friday.
And like my approach was like, okay, you already know Magic. Tell me what you do and don't like about the game. All right, here's how I'm going to customize your point of entry. And like one of the things that's probably obvious is like, we both love this shit. We just love to talk about it.
Yeah.
So like message us on Discord, post in the Discord if you're on there. Hey, I'm new to pre-modern. Here's what I like. If you say I used to play modern and I liked this deck, sweet. We'll hook you up on exactly how you can replicate that experience.
Yeah, it's a much more nuanced approach than mine. I'm usually just like, look at this Japanese foil, Lord of the Undead. Like, isn't this crazy? Like, you get to cast this. I'm like, Phyrexian Negator. Like, that was my favorite card when I was 12, and now I get to cast it.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Sweet. Any other questions, Rory?
I don't think so. I just want to go back to playing another event because I was at one of the first two house.
That was the first one at two house.
Yeah, I went to that one and that was a lot of fun and I haven't been back since. And I want to run that Goblin deck again and see how it goes again.
Yeah,
Come out on Saturday.
I want to crush beers and play goblins.
Today? No, next week.
Next week, a week from today.
What time is it at?
Noon.
It's at noon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that changes everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you're coming.
Yeah.
Are you?
Hey!
You
6
want to play?
o'clock, and I was like, I can't.
No.
make that.
It's like
Middle of the day.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! I'll
And
be there.
and the games are fast. You're in and out of a game in 20 minutes.
You got 5
Like,
hours.
you'll play a lot of Magic. That's the other thing I really like about it. You just get to play tons of games.
Yeah. Like it kind of goes back to like the roots of the game where in some ways it was like this was designed to be in between events at cons. Like you'd sit on the floor and bust out Magic and play for 30
I think
minutes.
that's something that appeals to me because I hear horror stories of a 3-hour-long Commander game, and I'm like, I have no interest in doing that.
It turns me off Commander 2 hearing that.
Well, I don't even,
said,
like, there's so many things about Commander that I can't do. Like as the fucked up autistic dude in the room, like all of the social interaction, I can't do it. So it's just no fun to me versus like any kind of 60 card, like Pauper's super fun. Our homie Jackson is doing Crimes in Cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's all he does. Techno Pauper because a lot of it is all over the world online, but it's still like proxies and weird shit. But 60 card format is my jam.
Dope. Dope. Yeah, I'll be there.
Right on. See you there.
That sounded very ominous. If James does not see you there, be afraid.
If I miss it and my tires are slashed, I'll know 100% why.
Yeah. I told you we will remove every barrier to entry for you to play in this event.
Just a van rolls up outside your house. Pulls you in. Drops
Can
you
you
off
smell
at a
this
pre-modern
rag?
event.
Can you smell this rag, sir?
Dope. It's in my calendar.
There we go.
Nice.
Yay.
Good job.
It's that easy to get people into pre-modern.
There we go.
There you go.
Just threaten them.
Yeah. No, I think that is
You
actually.
would be surprised how often that works.
Yeah. It's like the
threatening
biggest
people to
tool we
play a
have
game?
is just
No, just anything. Like if you're at a store and there's something that's too expensive, boom, you threaten somebody. Problem solved.
How many times has James been to prison?
That's not my first identity.
All right. Well, final thoughts from the gruesome twosome. Josh, you're now lumped in with him. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. It's exciting to see this community growing and to like be a big part of it. For me, this started out as someone introducing this format to me spending way too much money on it, and then realizing, why did I just spend all this money so that I could go to Edmonton twice a year to play this cool format that I'm falling in love with. And now I met someone in Calgary that like shared my enthusiasm, and we are aggressively growing like one of the greatest things ever in gaming in this city, in my opinion. And,
Hey, you guys got like 100 people in the Discord now, don't you?
yeah, it's exciting. And
That's huge.
it's nice to see someone attached to something that you love and engage with it in the way they choose, and enjoying it with other people it's everything.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
James, Mr. Threaten.
Don't get the wrong impression. That's literally the opposite of me. I think like for me, it's all about, I think about this wonderful thing that's been a force of positivity in my life. This game that's, helped me meet friends, have wonderful experiences. And I want to make that experience more accessible to more people. And as a nerdy dude who has experienced some form of gatekeeping or another my entire life in some way, it's like, well, now I have a chance to like actually build a community in a way that
Remove the gates.
that removes that.
Yeah.
Where, and like I am very passionate about this. I do truly mean it when I say, like, if you want to get into it, tell us what barriers to entry you have. We will help remove that. Like it's not about a flex of how much money you have. It's not about, can you access the cards? Like, I just want more people to experience this really positive thing.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Noble. Love it.
Spooky.
Dude, I'm stoked on Magic.
Then we did our job.
I think so.
One more.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go home and do some research, I think.
I'm gonna send you YouTube clips to who's the dude on YouTube who does the really great in-depth on like Magic history and like
There's like an hour.
foils and
Ristic studies.
that's the one.
There's like an hour and 50-minute video that keeps popping up in my timeline. That's like, or my algorithm, and it's like the whole story of Magic. And I'm like, I need to watch that.
That's the lore side.
Yeah.
But like Ristic Studies goes into like the actual like, here's the story of like why this card became important.
Oh,
and like
cool.
here's how like the format changed, and here's like down to like here's how they make foil cards
That's cool.
and the actual science behind that.
He did a video on 7th edition not that long ago. That was one of my favorite videos of his of all time. And that's super dear to me, but it's just like aesthetically so cool, and like its little place in history and what it meant, and like the people that loved it and the people that hate it and what it means now. Ristic Studies videos are like super good.
Dope.
Rad.
What about you, Jarrid?
I'm just going to thank you boys for coming to hang out and bringing us coffee
Thank you for brekkie and coffee.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for hosting.
and telling us all about the badassness that is Calgary Cabal.
Yep. This is sweet.
And and for hooking Spooky into something else. Do we apologize to Chrissy right now?
No.
No.
Get her into it too.
Yeah.
And then she
that way
just
you can
thump-
lose more.
Yeah, she can thump. No, then we pick Chrissy against Kiwi and we see who's the real master of the cards.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
That would actually be terrifying.
It's like two Seto Kaibas going against each other.
It's like an immovable force meets an unstoppable launch.
Danger.
I totally fucked up that saying.
You did. You flipped it around, and that's okay. It's still meant
That's
the
okay.
same
We
thing.
still love you.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's okay.
All right.
What about you, Rory? Final thought?
Final thoughts. I've been thrilled seeing the parallel community that you guys have been building. That's happened alongside as we built the tabletop scene in Calgary. And to tie into your thing with gatekeeping, it's extremely heartwarming that these communities are not isolated from each other and that there's bleed over from, I don't know who's bled over from your side into ours, but I know on our side, there's definitely people who have been bleeding over into Cabal and getting either back into Magic for the same thing of like, I used to play as a kid and then everyone was assholes and then I left. And just like, yeah, I just like, it warms my heart that these communities now are popping up in Calgary and connecting with each other and supporting each other and just yes-anding each other along. So,
Well, and I want to say like what you did with Mordheim was very inspirational. Like I've thought about playing these kind of niche formats of Magic for a long time, and seeing the Mordheim community pop off gave me a lot of confidence to say, well, hell yeah, let's do it. Rory did it with Mordheim too.
How hard could it be?
Well, there is a market for this. People
sure,
are
yeah.
truly into it.
Yeah. Yeah. They just need an opportunity to do
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
There's a saying in one of the other big pre-modern communities. They say FITFO, which means figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it's like whatever you need to do, you just figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
You want to have great promos for your events? Figure it the fuck out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
That's like
actually,
the
I
whole
do have
vibe.
one other question that just popped in my brain that I was going to ask
ahead.
earlier. What's the support been like from, say, the card stores in Calgary? Since you guys are playing a format that, like, there's technically there is a finite number of these cards. It's a format that's not being updated, so they can't push new sets on people. So
The sport's actually been incredible. A little surprising, honestly. Like Sentry Box, which is the biggest store, they were all for it. We were really upfront about what this league was about, what this format was about, and they had no problems with it. Our last event that we ran at Sentry Box, which is like we do a seasonal event there, like a seasonal challenge. And Nick, the owner of Sentry Box Cards, actually put a lot into the prize pool to help us grow. It's exciting. Like they love the energy of the community. They're definitely selling pre-modern cards. After the second pre-modern event we did there, I don't know who, I'm assuming it was Nick, dug out a bunch of his pre-modern foils and put them in the case, and they've been going. I bought a couple. I know over at Phoenix, they've been selling pre-modern cards like crazy, and the Legacy guys helped us start getting Friday Night Magic's firing there, which is like mind blowing to think that in 2025, like a pre-modern Friday Night Magic is happening. It's like a dream come true.
Nice.
So
That's rad.
Tons of store support.
So I want to add some context to this. There was a time when Josh and I were literally the only pre-modern players in Calgary.
Yeah.
I posted a thing on the Calgary Magic Facebook page saying, does anybody play pre-modern or old school? Josh responded. And then we met up at Tail Gunner, played some games. And then on Reddit, I posted on like the pre-modern thing, like, hey, is there anybody in Calgary who plays? And this one person messaged me, and then I'm like, Josh, is this your Reddit username? And he's like,
I was like, no, I thought there was another person.
So like, yeah, that was what, late 2023, around the same time that we were starting the Wartime League.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've gone from we're literally two of us to
100.
20-ish person events.
it's very reflective of the tabletop scene, where it went from like 10 of us playing Mordheim, and now it's like a 40-person event that happens twice a year, and the Discord's like exponentially growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the growth freak you out?
No, I want more.
Okay.
Yeah. I want it to freak me out. I don't know, but I guess that's how I operate. Like I want it to get so out of control that we got to like figure it out. So right now it's just like, it's not enough. It's just feed off the energy of the growth. It just gets me more excited, and I'm like, this is working. We're doing it right. Like everything's lining up, and it's just new people. There's new people all the time. And that's a big deal.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sick.
I mean, does it freak you out?
Hell no. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's energizing. It's energizing.
It is. Yeah. It makes it all make sense at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get the same vibe with Rust Punks, seeing new faces come out, seeing events take off, seeing people run their own stuff. And it's like, this is really, really cool. Your stoke gets me stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is it for me.
You sure?
Yeah. And if it's
Sick.
not, I'm just going to say yes.
Okay, good. Cool. Right on. Because I
remember something I've been working on.
Well, on that note, thank you for listening to another episode of Some Assembly Required.
Woo.
We'll catch you next time.
Thank you, James and Josh, for coming and hanging out with us this morning and talking about
you.
Magic.
Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
so much for coming. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Good luck with your
okay.
next events.
See you there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.